Hey, before we dive in, if you enjoy raw, real-life stories about love, betrayal, and the messy truths of relationships, make sure to subscribe to my channel and share your thoughts in the comment below. I want to hear your take on this one. It started with a text that hit me like a punch I didn't see coming. I was sitting on the edge of our bed, my hands still warm from the coffee I just made, when my phone buzzed. Her name flashed on the screen, but the words beneath it froze me in place. I'm in Vegas for a week. No explanation. No casual, hey, I'm going out of town. Just those 6 words. My stomach sank, but the gut instinct told me the worst. I stared at the message for what felt like an eternity before typing back, without thinking, enjoy your time with him. I pressed send and immediately hated myself for the bitterness in those words. But it wasn't entirely imagined. The last few months had been strange. Little things I brushed off at first, like missed calls she never returned promptly, a sudden defensiveness when I asked simple questions, the way she'd laugh at messages that didn't include me. I kept telling myself I was being paranoid, that I was overthinking. But now, with this text, the mask was slipping. I started replaying everything in my head, the subtle oddities in her behavior, how she always kept her phone face down at dinner, how she claimed long hours at work when nothing seemed different, how she'd get annoyed at my casual questions about her day. My heart wanted to trust her, but my mind was screaming warnings. The next night, I was up late, pretending to scroll through social media, but really, I was watching her sleep. Something about the way she curled up, so peaceful, made me sick and sad all at once. The intimacy we'd shared felt like it was evaporating, leaving only a cold, bitter taste in my mouth. Then it happened. A notification popped up on her tablet. Forgotten, unlocked on the coffee table. A message preview glared at me like an accusation. Vegas was amazing. Thanks for the weekend. Can't wait to see you again soon. My hands shook. My chest tightened. I couldn't breathe. Every memory, every small moment I thought was just us being happy together, suddenly felt like lies. The dinners, the weekend trips, the late-night cuddles. It was all being dissected in my mind, overlaid with the reality that she had someone else, someone she was actually excited to spend time with. I confronted her the next morning. I remember sitting across from her at the kitchen table, my hands gripping the edge so hard my knuckles turned white. She didn't even try to hide it. Her eyes flickered to the floor, then back to mine, guilt and shame battling for control in her expression. I didn't mean for it to happen, she whispered. It got complicated. Complicated. That word was a knife in my chest. Complicated didn't cover the lies, the secret trips, the texts and calls she thought I'd never see. I wanted to scream. I wanted to hit something, anyone, but mostly I wanted to cry. I wanted to curl up and let the heartbreak consume me. And maybe a part of me did. But another part, the part that remembered who I was, that remembered my dignity, forced me to breathe and listen. We talked for hours. And for the first time, I let myself really hear her, not just betrayal, but the guilt, the confusion, even the love she claimed she still felt for me. It was messy, raw, human, and as much as it hurt, it also gave me clarity. I realized I didn't need to hate her to leave. I didn't need revenge to heal. I could let go, carry the lessons, and rebuild my life without her lies defining me. The hardest part wasn't walking away. It was turning my back and feeling nothing. Not anger, not sorrow. Just a quiet, cold strength I hadn't known I had. I packed my things one morning, left a note, and walked out of the house we'd built together. I didn't look back. I didn't yell. I just carried myself with the knowledge that I deserved honesty, loyalty, and love that wasn't split with someone else. Now, months later, memories sting less. I can think of her without that visceral ache in my chest. The betrayal will always be there like a scar I can't touch, but it's a scar that reminds me I survived. I still trust, I still hope, and I still believe in love. But this time, love that doesn't hide in texts or Vegas weekends. So, if you've ever felt that gut-wrenching betrayal, know this. The pain feels endless, but so does the strength you find when you stand up for yourself. And sometimes, the best revenge is simply walking away with your heart intact, even if it feels broken.